Happy New Year, YouTube. Thank you for checking out this new episode of Restorations with Vic. What we're going to be working on today are these 2008 Air Max 90 Doernbechers that Mark Smith designed. As you can see, they're pretty trashed and they've been previously restored. That's just how I found them on eBay. They've been previously painted all over the midsole. The upper's been painted, even the mesh has been painted. The guy didn't do a great job. That's okay, I'm here to fix that. Other than that, there is a lot of scratches on the leather, as you can see right here. He didn't strip them correctly, so there's a lot of rough areas that I'm going to have to smooth down with some sandpaper. The mesh area, I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I'm going to try to remove the paint. If not, I might have to move on to plan B and give the shoe a bit of a customization on the shoe. We'll see what I come up with. Other than that, I know I have a lot of work to do, guys, so let's get to it. All right, so for video purposes, we're going to put this shoe to the side. Take out our shoelaces. Next, let's pop in our adjustable Rejuvenator shoe tree to size. All right, so we're prepped, all ready to go. For this clean, we're gonna wanna use Rejuvenator's 3-brush advanced krylon system, as well as our brass bristle brush, because I have a feeling we're gonna have a hard time getting some of this paint off the sole. The first thing we wanna do is put this stuff to the side so we can squirt a couple of squirts of our Rejuvenator solution into our colossal bowl with water. Next, using our soft bristle brush, we're gonna dip it in our solution, hit the entire upper so it can start breaking down all the dirt and grime. All right, check it, guys. I've only been scrubbing for about 10 seconds. Let me show you a quick before and after on the swoosh. Look how vibrant that orange is compared to this piece right here. It was pretty much green, black. I don't even know what color it is. Pretty dope. Let's go ahead and finish scrubbing the shoe. Before I start scrubbing down these insoles, it's a pretty nice design. All right, so I did all the scrubbing I could with the soft bristle brush. Let's bump it up a level and use our medium all-purpose brush. For this brush, we're gonna scrub the midsoles and also do some scrubbing on the white mesh area to try to get it as white as possible. All right, so just so you guys know, this midsole has been previously repainted by, I think, Angela's Paint. Even by scrubbing it, it's not gonna come off. Just so you guys know, painted midsoles, when you go in and clean them, the paint don't come off. It's pretty permanent. Unless you use acetone. Acetone will completely wipe it off. All right, my arm's tired. I think I did all the scrubbing I could possibly do in the uppers. The rest, I'm gonna leave it up to the washing machine. So now let's go ahead and finish up cleaning these soles using our stiff bristle brush. All right, so that's a good surprise. I'm not gonna need the brass bristle brush. Thankfully, the stiff bristle brush took care of the job. All the stains that I was worried about, like the paint drips from the paint, completely came off thanks to the stiff bristle brush. That's gonna save me some time. Let's go ahead and put the shoe inside our sneaker laundry bag. All right, so we have the shoe fully pre-treated. We have it inside our laundry bag. Let's go ahead and grab our laundry detergent and head over to the washing machine. All right, washing machine time. Let's go ahead and put this shoe inside the washing machine. Grab our detergent, squeeze, and pour. All right, let's close this bad boy up. As always, small cycle, cold water, and boom. All right, guys, so we got the shoe fresh out the washing machine. It's fully dried and it came out really good. We got all the grime, most of the stains out the white mesh. That was the most important step on this cleaning. Overall, it came out good. Got the creasing out the toe box as well. So now we have a clean base to work with. The next step we're gonna do for this shoe is remove the paint off the midsoles. On the inside of the midsole, there is some light damage near the edges. That's from the previous owner stripping the paint really rough. That damaged the midsole. I don't know if I use acetone, it might ruin it some more. I don't wanna do that, so I'm gonna play it safe and use that DT spray for this step. So what I'm gonna do is tape off the uppers, use scour pads and that DT spray to remove the remaining paint off the midsole. Alright guys, so I got the midsoles fully stripped down to the bare midsole. Took a little while, but it looks good. It's ready for paint, but I still gotta do some more prep work on the uppers. Before I move on to the next step, I do wanna mention all my customs and pretty much everything else in the office is packed up. We're ready for the move, everything besides my equipment. Once I finish up this video, I'm gonna box everything up and pretty much move to the new building, so that's pretty exciting. So back to the shoe. Like I mentioned, we gotta do more prep work on the uppers. On this panel right here, I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but you can definitely tell where the paint's been caked on. You can just kind of feel it. I already started kind of stripping it with acetone. It's a really sloppy process. It's really messy. You're gonna wanna be careful not getting any of that paint on this orange swoosh or even the white mesh. You're gonna wanna kind of focus your messiness on that area. So just so you guys know, this process is gonna take a while just because of how messy it is. So we're about 80% done with the prep work. Everything looks good. Took forever to get that paint off the uppers. Had to take my time and not get too sloppy around the swoosh since it's like a false material. Other than that, got the paint off completely off the uppers, but there is a couple of rough areas still on the leather. For example, right here. Some more on the inside of the leather. So using some 1200 grit sandpaper, we're gonna sand it down and then we'll get started with the painting process. Alright guys, so the prep is fully done on the shoe. The midsoles are good to go. Same thing with the uppers. The uppers came out super smooth thanks to the sanding. Hopefully all the scuffs and scratches that were previously on the leather doesn't show after I paint it. So the next step we gotta do is tape the entire shoe. Not the entire shoe, pretty much everything but the white leather, which is the midsole, all the orange areas on the uppers, and the sock liner, so we can start painting it. Alright guys, so we're all taped up. Took a little while. The hardest part was the swooshes, but I got it done. Now the next step we gotta do is lay down jacquard white through the airbrush. So for the leather, we're gonna paint the entire thing, but for the mesh, we're gonna hit it very lightly. As you can see, it's been painted before. I tried removing it with, our solution and brush. It didn't come out. I even tried using acetone and cotton balls off camera. Didn't come off. Took some of it off, but it's a little spotty. It's off white. I can't bring back that whiteness. So what I'm gonna do is just lay down the white. What you're gonna wanna do is lay down nice and even coats, not cake it on, because if you cake it on, it's gonna look very unprofessional, and we don't want that. So light coats on the mesh, regular coats on the leather. Alright guys, so we got the uppers fully sprayed, got the tape off, and I'm pretty proud of how they came out. Overall, everything looks good. There are some minor scratches that are still pretty noticeable. When I sanded it down, I did as much as possible. They were just really, really deep cuts, such as this area right here and over here. But overall, I'm pretty proud on how this shoe came out. Well, the uppers at least, the restoration still isn't done. So the next step in this restoration is taping off the uppers and soles so we can start painting the midsoles. We're gonna lay down the white first and then the second color. All right guys, so we get the white nicely down all over the midsole. Originally this midsole was plain white, but I feel like these areas right here on this side and this area right here could use some orange. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Give it some plan orange using an angular brush. All right guys, so the midsole's fully done. The orange was the perfect touch to this colorway. I think it makes it look complete. Now the last step we gotta do to protect this entire shoe, since the entire upper and the entire midsole was painted, we gotta spray it with some krylon matte finish outside, come back and lace it up and wrap it up. That is gonna bring us to an end on this full restoration on these previously restored Air Max 90 Doernbechers from 2008. This was a tough project because the shoe was literally caked on with paint. So much time went into the prep work, getting all the paint off the uppers, getting all the paint off the midsoles. Took forever, but I'm honestly pleased on how these turned out. The white looks really good on them. The orange on the midsole is a nice touch. The whole shoe came out fantastic. I couldn't be more pleased. Now let's start from the top how I got this shoe to look like this. The very first thing I had to do was give this shoe a proper deep clean inside and out using Reshoeminator's 3-brush advanced sneaker laundry system. Once that was done, I put the shoe inside our sneaker laundry bag with our detergent and put them in the washing machine. Once I got it fully clean inside and out, I moved on to prepping the uppers and the midsoles. Like I said, that was the hardest part. I used sandpaper, I used acetone, and I used Daddy spray to get all that stuff off. Once that was done, I repainted the midsoles, repainted the uppers, even repainted the mesh. Kind of had to. I don't really like doing that, but for this case, I'm kind of glad I did because it just pops nicely and it's not too rough. After that, added the orange to the midsole and pretty much wrapped it up. This was honestly a fun project, guys. I did not mean to change Mark Smith's design. I just thought the orange would look a little bit better. You can find all our products you see right here at Reshoeminator.com. Use my promo code in the description below. Happy New Year, guys. I hope you guys have the best 2019 possible because I know I am. This is Vic. I'll see you guys next Monday.